na odi no o say obe correct Ashanti region to the sea limite no hasin now you connect Ashanti region to the sea is possible because there's a river here etimi kwa go connect to the sea so when the Ashanti region now person connect to a pona or three of either say odo any be hwenkran and I do any be central region and I do be Takrade now from Kumasi to Accra nso bi any high connect Kumasi to Accra. From Kumasi to Takrade, so be anywhere connected Kumasi to Takrade. But they also has a qua cobon from Wodunkwa, a chill baby, no cobopum. Or fame from Ashanti region, connect pra to the sea. So there's that carriage, you know. All that you need, a dredging now can't once a more. So bet you of him. No to 2 munina, no more ekese. Sabaya ferry. Nasaya me ko ti region, na me catch no. Your ferry bureau Otiwa, ya do cross so called down by or regional capital. Utanama about 25 minutes, na do ko. Kojo buses, VIP buses in Kwame kind 8. Na is ferry nim. Yeah, dear cast call you be a cast and the Nipan or buses in Munasa team. I didn't need to cross away. So ferry, it can take more than 100 containers. And this out very soon. It's what Nikasi said on Soka Carabia sao. So what things when you yakasi. Now the 2 new women in armor, drenching mutum now connected or faint to pra to the sea. Half a bit more free. Cape Coast, Abba be do by Cassie because of the connected to by Cassie. And then cost $30 million. No, my waste 2 of 1 crown now do Gino. So there's a possibility on Commander Cheda among for this. Among for this, because they don't know the possibility. It is possible. Highly possible and never cry yet things said you always see a sika of Bankra one I do because Bankra we in a real line no as I cosnenti. So see Bankra port to now there's no rail line air connected tema to Bankra train at the containers in the bar. Now say car never idea through bar then when Bankra never saw so project no mu yani nyina see a real na kra na see a real Bankra na rail line no ide e be free tema aba buankra e cosnenti e white elephant so man for so e can't operate ba o dredging so no now to see team na o ma ferry timi fa so e the container free Cape Coast e ba it is e ade a we wie ya within a year we can finish that project
na I don't know okay yeah pon yeah meeting memo ako
sa mo che da meeting
na say nkomo na ye di Nana Kufadu disappointment in Intino. There's Obia can be na son kakra bi.
No Obia to go. Yeah, because Ankomana odi no me. Feasible.
Na say mama nana.
No, feasible. Feasible. Say Ofri ayi ba. Ofri Cote d'Ivoire ba. Enso e connected to the sea. First one e bia. Me makobia ni muda. E wo kwame dan sukuru. Say ofa se hwe no dwabo so nkwanta no ato aso straight. Wakoto bia no okwan mu makomu eda. Ufri bia the next river I connected to the sea Tano so efiri the friend is Techima eda Techima kro no kwantia ha na efiri Techima south straight eno to kobopum. The other intermediate rivers is a Tyne River, Coastal River. Me study rivers in Ghana and media maker. Your Tyne River, e bono honum, and also a connected to Tano. Your Kwasu ahafono, or Musu sopaya, if any Kwasu. As I know about 2 of me. Asante region ha nsu esopa yensu eya asante fo nsu esopa ya ofin niti efri mampon kununim na ba be pa ba kese na be crosso baabi ani road no na kofa manso afom akopie du nkwa na akobo pram ntu pa obo tribute of pra bo hu se ofin na be di kan ba so there's that quality
be jai use ya be ma na watch the name because I want to see how they are
feasible. It is less expensive than what they are wasting at Buankra. So far, I spend this Ikafisa president for Krasati and Ukaboma. I spend this over $40 million or Bankra. There's nothing happening. And we see Bankra ni Pona rail line saying, "Why say cost 90?" But by dredging this rivers, stretching is now my ferry do containers into no answer by Cassie. A Bible do by Cassie. Yeah, man, me do down no. I know how baby. Once by Cassie to offense, so now I come off. I know how baby no near Juju Hunina, near Honumuna. Honomono ya o kama wana ferry neighbor be sina you containers na cast na e free booking neighbor no emewura Kumasi mpu odu bare kese ho a o fire no afọ offense straight no oko
conversation, you know. Ask your politicians, Omo to acquire and say, almost but because we've made our politicians and our leaders not to think, Omo need vision for this country. Omo innovative enough. And the Omo who on phone close no. You catch Omo so Omo go pesadi and Mrano Mayor Cruise said ye, Omo hununa, Omo said there be, but they will steal our money, go to those areas and enjoy those monies there.
For me, there are about 3 questions. Do we need it now? Cost is saying.
Okay.
But say any possible there. Me pese me tisu bi abeka. Possible.
Yes.
But ye be boka saying ya ye. Emprimpri ye hiano no ana. Na ye how do we maintain it?
Okay, fantastic.
I mean for the 4th one.
Okay.
Ye be man akwanya am na be di mampani ana because wa me di mampani ansem no okeka no.
Sure.
For me, those are the issues.
Medasi. The entire will be such a question, yes, eh? Over the years, 9 years, Jenny. That is not how we live our lives. Say a pretty quiet him. A my yafa who the arche. And this year, Kawan is what do huna. Be a key idea, but can you get it there? Yeah, near me be and also yes, similar to Sanyaman or Kenkawasaman. Mon journey on Facebook and pay. Abusia 965 FM. Na ye ninkomo. Na ye nipa ba kwani so adi hunu. Ene ma sa de ya oba be hwe ye ba be yi a kire o Facebook yi. E ba mu e nipa ba kon. Kwajo one e the ruler of the
There's so much going because of the harassment and the need to make money. So we are going to start with a clean slate in 2025. And that is why in 2025, we are going to grant a tax amnesty to all businesses and individuals and start afresh. All businesses and individuals will have a tax amnesty and we will start afresh. So we are going to start a new system. It's a flat tax system. So we are going to wipe the slate clean for every individual and every business. And Ghana is going to start a new tax system, a flat tax system, as we have in Estonia. And in addition, we are going to do faceless audits. Officials should not come to businesses to do audits. The digital framework, you should have the information and audit facelessly and send whatever your audit findings are. But to prevent harassment, audits of any company cannot be more than once in 5 years unless there's a reason. Unless there's a reason. And this is what we see in other countries. You cannot go to the same place more than once in 5 years. The focus I want GRA to place is on the people who are not paying taxes, not to keep going back to the same pace. We need to broaden the tax base.
Mecho bibia wabaso. We yan yen tin bia yen really quick na ya pe baby ni afa ni akotena ni adwen ho. Ni apensuo bi anom. Enti waba hase ya mesrɛ sɛ obeye bɔkɔ no ati. Won sɛ ya na ye ka kyerɛ mo. Bɔhyɛ no de azise di ekoso. We atwe epo edi aba Kumasi no. Na we nso so ma tax holidays. Afi ebe ma tax weekends nyina any friends say tax honeymoon mo de se akoyi a wo hye wo boyi wadi kan be hye wo bo baako ye busa se utimi di sa abo hye ne so ana wantimi ani so eno de nkofo ni misa but efia abeto Ghana and say it is possible now obi ka say obey free SHS why yeah now the question is sika say ne de beye now wabusa say some make us ti hwe minia make us media probaba Kumasi na me shase na me tutu amena obi abehu se me gusu ase meye but ewiye na ebehu se watu amena so de po ba Kumasi. The question is say epo no abedru say yentu amena de obetimi etu si enye free SHS ndie obetimi aye but ewiye ne say ye achieve the main identity ye say ye nyi school fees na ye ma obi aye dey akọ didi no ada no anom no asore no adware no akoye yi no ye timi a achieve afi ye be ya ne akodu kwan mu ye kodu kwan mu a ne nkofo na ba be ka kire ye nse e wo si ye review baby na nanke nsuo no ke pae fa du nkwa wa kiri hodomo a anke beboa ye de fa ha no so hu ewiye no na ye de kwan no atre IMF meanwhile the all catchers all build free SHS no or catch there will say sika no Ghana ho Ghana ye mobododo yet sika so e comedy na Ghana beyond aid into Ghana beyond aid the net is ye nkoje bisia bia ne dia be free SHS no ade tia no pa ogina IMF for dying ano en wo bom ogina IMF puno anu no wo bom the question aye busanie enye ade bia ana tu se bibi ye possible mpo a but epu from epu ede betu Kumasi de memma bodan ni bia no emeka nkyerɛ ma wonyini eno de kwase bi no betumi aye madika aka kyerɛ se wo hwɛ baabi a the source of insuo efri a tie se wo hwɛ the source of baabi a insuo efri eba na wo hwɛ the geographical geographic ramifications and I say a friend say more topography no so the topo of that particular area no na say a slope from south a slope from south to north and na say north to south that will tell you baby a ensuo no ebeko what you see so wo hwe ensuo bia won source enti eno de memo bia meka ncho but ye interrogate question na obi beka say and I promise obi di ba ye say obey free education that was a promise enye epode ba Kumasi fo emusa ba omia say free SHS no akosisen one say akwa na obetena abusua FM a okasa no wahu se ne boankra promise na akofo ebe promise Kumasi fo ekufo ado ede otumfo kutwa assault 2 times no aye moa 9 oh ena boankra ne kra de efo oh ye inland port no and sorry boankra ne boarding oh ye inland port no ne boarding esin say o dredge insuo na menua insuo mu dansie ene asase so dansie no de na edin wo si dai wo insuo mu wo ye insuo mu adwuma anase wo de yemfa ne se efia betai asase so ene efia akotai insuo mu anase esuo animu no de na ho adwuma ye edin de na ebegye sika kese deɛ na ɛbɛkɔ nipa ne bɔtɔm on sɛ nkɔfoɔ no a ɔmo te radio so no deɛ sometimes ebi a wodwen sɛ ɔmo nim nyansa kakra no kora no ɔmo agyimi sin ɔmo listeners no. I am telling you ɔmo a ɔmo te radio so a wodwen sɛ ɔmo nim nyansa kakra no mpo no ɔmo agyimi sin nkɔfoɔ no. Na what say busa ho question say ensuo no a wode kɔ Kumasi no enye possible but me pese wo mu say the pragmatic questions answers I was wode ma no what you say ɛho no emuaye ne wɛn obi aba a ya sekegiti ase a yesi a enumpo ya Jessica ato wo se yemfensi no nipa ni ntumi nsiye. Enti se obi abetena wanim se ope president di na oka po ho asem abra kegitia ye nwieye Crowflow market ye nwieye. What did I mention I say? Abra Seria hospital ya tutum. Aferi government hospital ya tutum. You see sometimes I am a person me te sa nyoma wi mu ase. You see the problem at hand still we have children studying under trees. They go to school under trees. We have beautiful women who are giving birth on the bare floor. They are delivering Omoko hospital. Whenever they go to hospital, they deliver neonate, newborn babies on a bare floor. We have hospital. And then hospital, we have women in labor, getting beaten mercilessly by rain. And how is it possible? The roofs have holes in them. It is not about bragging. Where Ghana sits today, we have not been able to empower our youth. We haven't been able to provide proper school system, school infrastructure, education infrastructure. We haven't been able to eradicate hunger among school-going children. We haven't been able to supply our schools with the requisite textbooks, with the requisite science apparatus, with the requisite laboratory in general, computer labs, biology labs, chemistry lab, and what have you. And you are there thinking about promising the people with things that are any practical. Why do we continue to do this? You see, sometimes then you want to find out why are the so-called politicians thinking in this way? Do they actually want to swindle or bamboozle the people, or they want to elevate the people from the sorry state they find themselves in? And then you have journalists, people who claim to be radio presenters, people who claim to be knowledgeable above the average Ghanaian. They will sit down and think that where Ghana stands now, where Ghana sits, Ghana needs C in Kumasi. For what? That things that are not possible. Inti see now obedre, then you go to China. Work offer Chinese engineers, work offer UK engineers, work offer US engineers, German engineers, work offer Japan engineers. Now the omoko Ghana. Now was sad day. That tiny girl who is always walloping in abject poverty, the little money you have to use, get that kid food to eat, no, you will go and spend it on unnecessary projects. Can't we think about our kids, our future generation? Can't we think about them for once? Can't we sacrifice our lives for the next generation for once? Sometimes, if you compare the classrooms people have and the classrooms we even have, in Africa, we cherish university than the basic school. A basic school classroom in any of the advanced countries, no, you cannot compare a well-furnished classroom or lecture halls to the classrooms the primary or elementary school students have in any of the advanced countries. Why do we keep on doing this great disservice to ourselves and our future generation, the unborn generation? Yes, sir. A country always going a begging is thinking of dredging sea or taking a sea to Kumasi to do what? People who have to conscientize the minds of the citizens so that they can ask cogent, pragmatic, succinct, and concise questions. We leave them in a state of limbo. We leave our people in a state of limbo. Don't you know that you are wise because you have to use your wisdom to protect the weaker ones? Unim nyansa because of say and what so do nyansa no e protect omo emre no. Unim nyansa e wo Ghana ho. Why are you wise? You have that wisdom so that you can protect school kids. You can protect pregnant women. You can protect the environment. We haven't been able to do all those things, but we are thinking of building or taking the sea from the coastal belt to cover about 200 kilometers. Why not? Why not? We are saying, who will even think of doing this nasty thing? You see, sometimes me say, so we do all these things, then we will turn to France, we will turn to UK, the British, and we blame them for taking us into slavery. If you cannot use your sense like this, and someone sees that you have some important things they also need, don't you think they will come and take? When they take, it's like the lion stepping out to look for food to eat. The lion is not at fault. The lion is only looking for food to feed itself and its future generation. If the lion doesn't step out with that kind of power, that kind of energy, the lion will die and its species, the species, will go into extinction. And because the lion doesn't want to extinct, that is why it's always want to step out, look for resources to maintain its life, give rise to the offspring, and the offspring will carry on when the parents are dead and gone. UK, United Kingdom, Britain, they are Britain because their forefathers thought about this current generation. And whatever they are enjoying is because of the hard work their ancestors did for them. what hard work are we doing for our country, Ghana? What preparations are we doing or are we putting in place for future kids? What education infrastructure are we putting down for the unborn kids? You see, sometimes, me person me tin your kakra. I just want to understand some basic questions. No, I'm finding it difficult. You have a president who is there. He hasn't started anything, but he is telling you that vote for me so that 2025, I'll write off I'll give you tax amnesty. Can't he start this amnesty today? Whatever Baumia is promising us of, can't he start those things today? And they'll say, Anna, you're innovative. Innovativeness is based on some basic principles. And as the Akan adage goes, you cannot blow the horn with an empty stomach. To me, say a ben odi uyem hata na eko say a ben, because you are going to use energy. So before you think of blowing the trumpet, playing the trumpet, you have to first of all think about the basics, the necessity, which is what? Energy, food, to fire the cells in your body so that the other parts of the body can work and work well to achieve the purpose you are looking for. Without food in your tummy, you cannot blow any horn. It is not as simple as yebetna obi say obey president straight up nano obi tua Ghana for eka yate ase. Countries doing certain no busa, they have moved their economy from the informal sector to a formal sector. Enti countries are etimi tua almost citizens ne kano. Obi nsore nkoye noodles and tonwa humache abra wontua tax. Countries no a omo yes ade we no, they will not sit down for obi edini room ebema rent bosumi so a single room or je 100 cedis or je 200 cedis or je 300 cedis, 400 cedis, 500 cedis, but uni system will be a almost any panel every month or je 400 cedis now otua be a be say 80 cedis as tax ediama or minor. But every month to be an utua wo dan ka Ghana. The question is, utua wo dan ka no if you run yetimi aye system mpo ama ono so every month. Whether say or just 2 years advance, 2 years advance, no, it was calculated based on the monthly rent charge, no. It is or the 2 years advance, and go or due 2 years advance na no. Na system no swap peke na aide ati 2 years rent tax at the core abino. Say yes, sir. You beat me. These are the pragmatic measures, sir. Oh, a young guy. Na se wo ba so person ye president me the first thing they say e yenkukobuo na ode ma han wo Ghana hokra no a se wo gi 50 cedis a month a bosome ne so a e wo se aban ne gi 15 cedis free mu se assembly area bia no a e wo Ghana ho no se assembly man no aban no institute maninya office na ye linke assembly no assembly bia ne area bia wo krum ho no ye wo ye wo rent control for amanfo tumi a omo na ye agent a omo hwehwe dan de ma obi a ope dan a you have a few bia data uni number of rooms a wo ho a ode ma han bosome so na wutua 50 cedis as rent wo for rekrum a enamo se bosome aso a wutua rent no now no sika no ekokodi efieru ane nsemu a sika no kodi efieru ano ensemu a onkotua. So you create a mechanism say sika no a efieru ano are register with the rent control na ewo area honom no and na say rent agency na ewo ho no because ono na ban no ebetimi akotata no aye ama simple. Into what the own hire, you register with the housing agency no the dynama high. Not ya create account for room no, and now if you are chrono, utuya now the reference room number no edie tuya sikano ko if you run account mo but enam say a year for rent no bank bia no system ni da hodada a year rent ni nko ade system no Ghana standard and I say Ghana a friend say revenue for no at the percentage in our system ni mo inti ye tua sika na recognize it say ye tua we na no getting the tax no is so simple but me busa wo hwe fie dudu egu Kumasi asafo bantema amekom a efie ru ane di bi ma han me busa fie ru ana ote won say otua taxes. These are the things a was say ye man ya adwen koso na ye gisika film enipa ne ho na ye de build o man no enye epo. We are one example. Ekwanya ye befa so a ye benye sika na de aye ye man no. Enti afi no housing no a efie ruafo e di twa citizens ne mene no. O just citizen mene a aban na gisika ne bidi ayede ayeyi aban no aban no ebetimi esi revenues e be few about a year or so ago me year calculation no say single room bia no average ewo city all the regional capitals all the district capitals no yes say single room yes ye fan say 50 cedis a month. Now no Ghana obe bia nu a single room say ye 50 cedis a month but there dey 60 cedis a month 50 na se wutua ne bosumi na aban no utimi nya 10 cedis bosumi bia free 50 cedis na wutua ma edan ru na never multiply properties a ye dia ma han no ne enhwe sika ebekọ aban no futuo mo. When a practical things are yes fa pragmatic solution near the solve our problems no near see all the holes no a sikanye day fm epie no ye blocking na sika no chunk of the money no ekwa aban ho. Ye fast system say obi say 24-hour economy no. Ye fast system say womo a ade san no akogina VIP station ona oye beverage oye Milo oye Lipton no all ton no sankofo no omo ye ninth job VR no ye de no akwakohu no agese sika no. You have to sit down as a buying instruct the GRA boss no say if onunu ni eyinikwa na Oma enkuda esua enyoma wo tech Legon UCC ni ade no omo ntras no omo nwe na omomfa solution in family o man. We have professors abani tu omoka kwa omote ho omakosua de wa bruchi wakosua ne actuarial science wakosua ne statistics obetimi yes ade we dia ma simple me ankasa me classmate senior lecturer KNUST. What you say? Professor DeGraff Johnson. Some decide issue we man obetimi solve a dan bi e wo Ghana obetua tax bosome e dia ma aban no. Bodwa dwuma bia afi no ebema wo aban adwuma yeni no. Wo a wo ye formal work no nko ano. Wo pressure e de da wo sika no so no. Eso beti. These are the pragmatic solutions ye peti. Baby e wosi ye hwe ne bi no. What you say? We have leaders oba baby sika kakre free background no abese ho. Adeya me ye kwaku amoako ata. Adeya rotos ne crime fasika papa bi ma afimu nyina no e de 72 million Ghana cedis no. Enti no se ye close ne kro. Hey! 72 million Ghana cedis. Eni nyane afibia. Ena wosi esua. Enti no wa close to boots ni nyina. Na mibusa wo. Every year you have 72 million Ghana cedis. Meaning divide 72 million Ghana cedis no by 12. Na yenhwe months no sika dodo se ni benya. Meaning wo ho no ye ma mesisi ya. Wo hwe me no divide 72 by 12 na yenhwe 12. $6 million Ghana cedis. Into every month biano in a 6 million Ghana cedis. Onim 6 million Ghana cedis no. Suku adan dodoa a bit to me SC 1 man. Senya krono ni ye boa. Ye wo netikoko ho no mu a ye betimi de cheaper materials Ediasi suku dan. 6 million Ghana cedis. Onim suku dan ahodo a yebesi. Se yetimisi suku dan baako na ekoso ye meka primary school yesi ni tia no we de yebetimi esi ni te se de eyefie akora ni wuramu a classroom no shishimu. Let's focus on just the building in Pukekeno. 1 million Ghana cedis. O de yem fan say ye the 2 million ebesi one classroom keke. One classroom bi keke 2 million Ghana cedis. From class 1 to class and friends JSS 1 and JSS 3. Ye see it say self-contained. Ya bosswa classes no esisisimo no 2 million Ghana cedis senya krono ni yebo a anka every month biano e besi say 3 you besi 3 schools 2 schools you besi say the 2 million, you basic 3 schools out of the 6 million. No? Into every month biano, ye see our district biano, 3 your friends Ghana hono, with your district be a benye biano, ye see 3 schools, 3 schools 1 year you basic how many schools? So 1 month, am I 3 schools 12 months, am I say? 12 times 3 you say 36. 36 schools from class 1 to JSS 3 ya boss nyina. And so nipa dasani te Ghana 36. In this 36 na Akufo-Addo be di in the second term no 4 years 36 times 4 you say 36 times 4 you say me nuanom. Every year be about 36 schools times 4 years every man you say. $36 times 4, you say 144. 144 times 2, you say, and yet 288. And yet 288 into Senkobi se obose or basic schools from primary school no ye missing tia bio. You ye sina and self-contained. Ye the locally I say a cheaper materials and I say affordable ways in ye this year. Anka 8 years no ye basic 288 schools. 288 schools and the year see. Ye musa Akufo-Addo say obetna so no watimi asi school from class 1 to JSS 3 and mako 288 ana there be, but on say road tolls na a year 72 million no osi is 20 no ya tuagu Burkina Faso be ebe use ye kwan na omukọ. Wan fo be use ye kwan na omukọ no. Now ankiyenya 288 schools for the future kids. Ye betena ha ne ye ka mo se ye di amanfo atem. Mo se ye di amanfo atem. Enti ye kasama Mahama na Mahama ni Akufo-Addo omo ye pe. Enti omo ye penti ye kofo bi aba no abefa epo aba Kumasi yeda na se ba ye musa se kejeti ya no yesi minya no hu se ni asem sitie no won se enne no yaka ne boko mo se emye meka nche obi se obi agimi nti ye meka nche obi aso obi agimi ba ye ka asem ne kirewo na se wote ho na ye Ghana panyi a uteki sa decision we ya afi wo abun se asem ne be ka kirewo ewo utirim me nka de asem ne be ka kirewo no tell me buy me nsi obi akwase a me buy me nsi obi a aboa eye simple calculations na me ne mo aye. A simple calculations and I'm in the moye. Say even po ye fancy school. And I say every year you have 72 million from road tolls. Now 72 million no. Ye de channel specifically say ye mfanye you ye de kose ye de ye water potable water expansion e wo Ghana o say a free this time air cost the year 2030 no. The focus na say if you be anywhere a bit to borehole bio, we're going to have a centralized water production center. Na ya pumping so e dia ko e kro bia so e wo Ghana. irrespective of tokura owo anke yentumi nye ke betumi aye anka because of road tolls no say yentumi nye sika ni in bulk, and this is what we use the taxes no. You use the taxes as collateral. You know that you make your projections that every year you are getting 72 million Ghana cedis from here. You put it on your book, in your books, then you go see an investor. Say investor and say and we are going to channel this particular money for we say into Uber first for be about 20 years. Develop this sector for us for 20 years uti usike wia now the project any bibia now the amaye on the way is running my we don't use seed dredging, we don't use sophisticated ideas, we use the rejected stone of the builders a bona adansifo no ato no ato apansam no eno enna abeye twiasebo titiri no. It has become the chief cornerstone in nation development, in country building, in nation building. You need to set your priorities right, and in trying to set your priority right you now get to understand the basics of the myriads of problems you have in your country. You cannot solve any problem starting from the complex state. You need to go down to find the basis, the fundamentals. You strengthen, you solidify, you consolidate the fundamentals. And that will give you the springboard, the leverage for you to tackle the more complex ones. The way I didn't sit here. This is how we build systems. What I say? You say, "Yan can't jam so more yen quasia phobio. Yan messimo aboa ne quasia bio. My ye cansase chremoa. Mo bete. Say, wa drain be do at him say, I then now crack it to a we are some walking. Oh, be beginning so can't say na a one as soon who say when answer say no. Na onwano why embarrassed. Uni na tem. But none the book say fool. And in no, because they have tuned up their mind, say they will not do the right things. Whether we dinner temo, where in dinner temo. Oh, or catch you say, we in the town for. What do you say? Or catch you say, we in the town for.
Conversation, ask your politicians, to do a and say, almost uncohunus adi anibia. But because we've made our politicians and our leaders not to think, need vision for this country, innovative enough. And the Omako who uncle phone close no, ye catch almost Omungo Pesadi and Mrano Mayor Cruise said ye, Omuko Hununa, almost there be, but they will steal our money, go to those areas and enjoy those monies there.
For me, there are about 3 questions. Do we need it now? Cost is saying.
Okay.
But say any possible there, will be better. Possible.
Yes.
But ye be boka saying ya. Emprempri ye no na ye how do we maintain it?
Okay, fantastic.
For the 4th one in country. Ye be man akwanyam na be di mampenia because wa me di mampenia and some no okay kano.
Sure.
For me, those are the issues.
Medasi. The entire will be such a question, yes, eh? Over the years, that is not how we live our lives. Say a person a pretty quiet name. Or may enough.
Linear. The number no 0240258269. Into bit me a friend or watch your wedding. Yeah, mind problem now, yes, you don't tackle the problem from the the complex state no at the level no wo wabu ani agusu no ho ne ho hia. And so we be catch you say obey school free the amount. Then you start the conversation say basic school no how well and what build the Ghana basic school from primary to JSS no na what be what concentration akọ senior highs and so we need our den baby akase free
we the union fellas me da se minua the person me pusa ne say you share canal a whole on my Swiss canal, Panama canal no na a river Panama at the hodida and ye trim say ye de insuno ye be trim money ye block him in suni ye kasi in suni house and suna a flow combo punumuno ye mane tie one ye say ye voter league na any and ye trim ye dredging ye trim and ye de ship ni ma efaso say or see obetu epo akwa kopim Kumasi a enso bia ni Ashanti region ebo epo direct ofin enkonko bopu mu tano enso akase no ni nyina enkonko bopu mu enti edebe enso e na odi sa dredging ne betum river plan no so no say yehwa and far best 5 regions mu ansa na kwa kopim mu Ashanti region enti eno na obe use ana omayehu na ukogugu earth na se wo hwe elevation from Kumasi to the level of the sea is the depth no ebro 660,000 feet me kan obi enti obi abetu na kwa rebi enti set in so a stream ko upward stream into saying or being on for technology into a one thing no church ni entie because entie ase
adase
Ghana kwine okay odi me da say next time you be share e kan wasem bi e san asem no kan ensie ni
adase pa minia
yes bi eni.
Hello
Good evening Koto
ejo so minia
I'm a free yes in Petersburg Russia nyame shira wo edwuma pa wodi ho in fact wo edwuma na yeme kan say school for na nkasa yen educated ones no say I'm sorry to say ye jimi for a chance say ye ma me no kro bugu market so building a nation no be say what the poor ever be too krum abra basic infrastructure na say infrastructure here said ye be ya say bi wudi epono kura betu krumu a say bi ubisa ho so obi nkonni ngu eponim na oti epona no onni ngu mu ana say obeyende ordinary toilet kura ye ni bi wo ye fiefiem na obi ba na o ka kire o say meba be ye po e de atukrumu a na wankasa no wo ye nipa wo so obisa ho say nyansa be na wo twin ye ni ye free mpo ano no wo kompo ano kura say bi ye ni nigum yene nigum totless say we dey epu no be free ho e dia ba be dru Kumasi mfa ye nuanu asante fo say bi wo mo nwene kakra wo mo nwene na mo adwene na ya keche ya to fom me da wase nyame hira wo
ya dase esi de munim nie hwe epu on river bia no epese etene ekobopu mu. Into nature, make sure say you do things based on the natural principle. River Nile, no, niti every. I think Lake Victoria. Sa Lake Victoria, no. Ne topo no baby e was so pa. E was assassin so no. O at the time was volcanic rain is no. Hello. I'm fine, thank you.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to ask you a question. You are Accra, right?
Yes.
Okay, do me a favor. What you have to do is try to define ocean and sea to these people so you know the difference. Because there's a difference.
Yes.
Okay, we don't have sea in Ghana. Even we have an ocean in the southern belt of the country. Sea is a different situation at all. So if they wanted to talk about bringing sea to Kumasi, that's a nature creates sea. A human being cannot create a sea. So you have to let them know the difference between how sea is formed and ocean is. It's a whole different thing. Okay? Because ocean level rises, that is why it flows into a sea. So they need to know. You need to do this environmental study and come and explain it to them. But I don't think they understand what they are talking about. You got it?
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Now question is that one. Until that you been your time, no. Your baby chichi moody at Tremo. Me one thing and say. Akosomo. Me person me no em say mumu nyan o enye si na sem na wo kan na me ho ha me yo but me pese muhu the way a enkofo bi si dwen enti a asem to omutirimu a na abo omutirimu dam no na oka bia tre no a onti no. This is how the people think. And until ye can be to trim a found on a 4 ne than trim and not de bonebra. Ye can be to trim a fa and zama 4 bono 4 and no and not de bonebra. That is how the people think.
Hello?
Hello, Minia, I didn't baby Akazafri.
Go to my daughter Menka.
Your tongue capa, Minia Kaza.
I will see a match here for you.
Yo, ya Joshua.
Now, what's that if you are free no? Only in Ghana and Kwana. Ya fast some you may be say, oh, wow, crap, yes, the tea crowns are brother to Mika. You want to say a stages in life. A crowd be as all bet nasi. Now the 2 G's to ma warrior or Riano Nanti as well to Mika. But I am quite ever say to Mika. And I'm saying, oh, my, you big thinking, you know. Ghana hope. And Yama Yehiano, a see a baby free in Kramama Kwas and Memwana. The whole must be a choked. But be a contenders near the end of Mondrain. Confanochi is or a baby a back or buy a 1 year require map 3 strong hospitals are about 90% complete. It's a problem. Charlie, we have a long way to go. Now, on one stadium, we say, I did Asanto for your penono. It is that way now, no record. Because you Jimmy to do. Jimmy, and you may we here, also focus in life, the basic necessity, and then here a problem. And you may we here complex one, even basic one, crying to me and tackle that complex one. Tell about the encounter on our money, in fact,
Emfa.
Bye bye.
Minia, I didn't baby Akazafri.
Yeah, Minia, go to it.
The Hoya Pa, Minia.
Oh, Ghana for my brew, Ghana for my bread too much. Missing ya, and I will cry and say, one can you see so winning Sanka? Anyway, maybe so, Minian Koto, maybe so. The whole Ghana, we have a lot of rivers. Near Sumpa and your Volta Lake, Volta River. Volta River is the biggest. It flows from the northern part, the northern section, all the way down to the south, far Volta region. It comes to Accra to empty itself into the sea. What you say? Near basic geography, you know, every river flows from upstream to downstream. And
yes, but Pebebia Ijinano, river, a friend saying, River Nile, no.
Water River.
No, River Nile.
No, yeah,
Maybe River Nile, no. Oh, pe a month for you know, more can say a flow northwards, okay?
Yeah,
A flow because of say, listen, because of say, baby a wono, assassin was so pa, ain't for the water to meander to get access to the sea, no, And was a flow the closest sea, no, and the closest sea, no,
Yes.
the Red Sea, no, and that's the Mediterranean, no.
Exactly. So basically, it's the same thing.
Yes.
Rivers naturally.
Ain't maybe hold on.
Up here.
Ain't no. And what say? On say the entire Omoka say a flow northwards near say. So watch them the globe now.
Yeah.
Mediterranean and I say Red Sea, no. And on abese Africa and Europe, no. Entem.
Yeah.
Good.
Basically, whether it's flowing northward or southward or eastward or westward, no. The basic factor is it has to flow from higher grounds to lower grounds.
And no, person me no. Irrespective say, a flow northwards ne krana. Say ukojina the source no. Now who use the source in interpretation it is flowing southwards.
Yes. The cardinal points, no crana mention whether it's flowing westward, eastward, southward, or whatever. No, the water rivers always flow from a higher ground to a lower ground. 80 baby no free no a higher elevation and a flow to get into the sea. That's all the stars the same in Ghana. All the rivers, including Volta River, Volta Lake, River they flow from the higher uphill to downhill. It's not just said in order to join the sea. It's not just said the sea is on the lower, is on downstream. And for the sea to be sent to Kumasi, what it means is they have to force the sea to flow uphill, to flow upwards.
Yabema si ni poma, masa, yabema ni poma, amani di afro.
Yeah, and unless almost they be a pompe, because naturally, rivers or water bodies don't flow upstream. They don't flow uphill. They flow downhill. The sea is the last part that is Ethiopia, Tinibem. Unless my geography is wrong, I don't see how it's possible. And I just said they will have to be physically be pumping the sea to flow and force it to flow uphill.
Na ohu asamwa na akwai can say yenkote Ofin River ni mu. Ofin mu no e flow akogu po ni mu no. Inte e de na epo no beba na echi. Hey, ni pagi ni o. Conclude mame, run out mame.
Yeah, maybe let's use the Volta Lake. Let's even forget about the sea. Let's Yes, let's use the Volta Lake. It's like you say you are going to force the Volta Lake to flow towards Akosombo, to flow towards the north. How is that possible? What are you saying? You bet me the flow of the Volta Lake from the northern sector of Ghana down to the south. No? Can we reverse it to flow backwards or flow upstream?
And
then they can do it with the sea too. But as long as the sea is on the lower ground and every river flows downhill in order to join the sea, I don't see how they're gonna do it.
Thank you. Miss Medase Paminia. Asem we on odwin ho a won ti ase. Me hu so bi type say the Suez Canal no. Ye kase canal a oti ase. Enye si miniati papa kaza. Yes, minia.
Oh, Charlie, me ba program so ache.
Ai.
Me na ka me se me bedi dia tam, I mean dia tam since when dia tam on ma kevia tinti so me dia tam. Ba o me yankwasi afo anyway. Na o man ya dia tum say your friend is saying a Moses in the crop for their back boy a friend say mama na baya am o matwam. Eno kra ya di ana
ya di masa ya di
na obi abasa no ma be ye fu ba Kumasi ene no mu jini
Ah?
Omani de baby Adrian Edruno. Baby Adrian Edruno. Baby, I can't, I say, I didn't go from to the lowest level. Sure, and not maybe two, we a program, maybe two, so I know my better so maybe afterwards. Now we'll make it any reference to land reclamation. But I'm going to make a reference to Manhattan. The whole stretch of Manhattan, no. And go to Otiminka.
Yes, on Kapa Casa.
Yeah, the whole stretch of Manhattan, no. We call the southmost part of Manhattan now, which is the financial district now. But what's happening in Canal Street? The whole Tribeca, but from one in a friend Tribeca, that's one no, then soon back up the way, about 2 miles. No matter claim landing in our saying Atlantic Ocean, no. Saying Hudson River, no. So a strong storm about a sound is only sound by an asaba beach, natural asaba beach, and saying as Yarklimono. Hello, Timinka.
You're too on Kabato network in stable.
Network in Mammy Kono be
Network in yet stable. Easy, Minianum. Omo two ye didn't know. They are just showing or exhibiting ignorance. So I say, asem no akwame bidi akobet na hon. Eye srimu bo ena oboni srimu no kan. Enye dwuma. Memo bin that down. It is never possible. It is not possible. Enye possible. Hey, mopa any 2 million years. Enye possible. Baby a wohu se ye de canal bia to bia no. Eye ensuo bia esane no. Na omo create artificial pathway di ama no. The man Lake Volta ne ba ye ne se enye eho ena na ewo se nsuo ne fa ene nsuo ne pa ye ne bi ko fa ho enye nsuo a na efiri fom ukosoro na ye nsuo a efiri soro eba ena kana ne soso no kana bia ni wa ne weight no ebetimi aye bese yemfa ne say about 30 kilometers na ensuo dodo say rivers dodo say ena ne weight na obetwa no eye 30 kilometers ensuo dodo say me I'm not talking about I'm talking about rivers dodo say ena obenya ne weight ne say a bro be 15 kilometers impo. We nipa dasani ti Kumasi eye presenter adiedi kangu nipa sumo. Na ye catch us sa nipa we be ka ensemfo de fama hama ho a nipa ne be giedi. On say Kumasi for ni bia giedi. Omo journalist ni mpo agiedi o. Enti die ote Kumasi asantemamu ho nkuru anase omu gidi na se odita husi na se koje gare ekoto aba fun a emane nyo nwanwa enkofo no sa na omope akonkonsansem atro ensem na omope akonkonsansem entro atrosem na omope what I say timinuanom so wo wiase na wo ba wo ye bema no obi ebegina wanim atitiru ne ema no obi begina wanim na o hye wo bo a obema bi hye wo bo a tena se for wadwen to ho ne susu ho se ebo yi a wo hye mi no eye bo a eye nokure se ebetumi aye adwuma anase eye bosha odi bedada me edi enyame adi me odi mi wi a eno ano no eye bosha obehyew ama wagyae wo ho de ama no no what take advantage wo so onya take advantage ni wi a wagyae wasi ho na okọ se wa ama wadwemu anya din a obeba obedada obenya de oso unya na okọ that the same thing na your politics ni mo politician ni bigina wanim na o hye wo bo a hwe wo situation a wo mu se wo ton enwoma wo mfuturu mu na nipa ne ba na o hye obo se oto aba mame meji wo afiri mfuturu ni mo mesi store anase market e dia mawo na me the hospital ne school aba ho me the police fo aba ho abebo usika na oton nwoma nyaa ne ho banya ene obi a o ka cho se oti atete mu to aba mame na oto aba ne mame a me do obosia nyina abechewo na abamu na obebu no eye bosia ne de becha na se ye bepe sika de aba be ya amamu no sika na ode be ya amamu no oso ode betewo a dwen ho mienu because ode sika ne tewo a de na ode be ye o ho adwuma dwen ho mienu onipa a ode ilevi abehye wo kon ese wo ma ne kwan a obema o tax holiday na yi 11 ni free ho na yenya ahomegye nso so eno kyerɛw enkuofo no omobobre tema this is how the people think unuanom no tema educate yenkuofo no this is how they think this is how the people think obi friend oh sorry ene nipa no afre abre okay obi am friend no e de be see ha Mama Matilda happy birthday sorry say skipu ye happy 70th birthday what you say Ghana ye kodi 70 insu ya brabo aye kwatre kwa ye ntimia ye ulays na udidi u 70th birthday no Ghana be di 70 onye sika nkoto lays ni bi nse that is the state I own. Those who built Dubai, those who reclaimed the lands of Dubai, those who built all those massive things, they first of all solve bread and butter issues. Akure kusku unye biani mani niye, oso kusku ba, obeto tu di amano, obeto bo di amano, biani kura wentimi anto bi ama abofrana amfam kusku, o de bo na promise abofrano. Sa abofrano na adwimu da hope, obon se me papa we, onye ni papa, me mami we, onye ni papa. This is how far we have come. Vivian Opon, no bab. Merikuma, Michel Bibia, you do be see her say, oh, be frame, I'm in for last call, sorry. Oh, Minia now friend. Me okay, obey me a friend, I made the way we program. No. 1 hour friend. Obey me a friend. Yes, I may pick an a into person of free. Obey me a san free. So what I say, obey me a san free, and I mean for your last call, and I mean for me. Fetch me device need to baby. In this person of san free, yeah, in second sunny delay and san a winner. In this person of Fred, yeah, obey me. Assign afre na what the end a day every okay on Frebio Tina so on Frebio dia think say ye bejai esi onum neda foforo no ai be friend ne no ya toaso minia Yeah, the 47 million. Okay, offer. Okay, last call. Fire.
What?
Yes, sir.
You see, the kind of one. I usually most of them know the same thing. This guy from New York, funny, made of the way a Udupu Jewish community for almost 50 billion. The same method, number one, Okushien, was about Ghana, or with the Ghana from baby, waiting if he, oh, really, but that guy, no, showing the same method, or to be your Dupa Hamanfo. Until the same thing, and this fools all year, because we met Ghana for no, if I'm with you, why you swap until your car, somehow, or Casamela, they will believe him. Ghana for the, I'm telling you, they would, most of people know, they will never going to change. They won't change. You have to lie to them and they will buy it. That's it. I'm telling you. That is why number one, in the other years, because of the same method, made of playbook, that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's it, Paminia. Yeah, that's it. Edibesi has say, I'm Ben Madoff. Yes, Benny Madoff. Or no? Come on, did you for any fast? No? Sa pepe. If you ask one more wife, you know, and to me and descending into issues, people will take advantage over you, and in the end, you know, so that's it. I do be see other for friend and every sense, yeah, bye bye.